Hey everyone, welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're setting the stage for what's going to be an absolute epic. We're looking at the 2026 FIFA World Cup, specifically a massive group stage clash going down at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. It's Spain taking on Saudi Arabia. We've got two completely opposite tactical philosophies, a packed stadium, and stakes that honestly could not be higher. If you want to know exactly how this match is going to be won or lost on the tactical chalkboard, you are in the exact right place.
I mean, just picture the atmosphere for a second. The reports coming out of Atlanta are painting this truly cinematic picture. Imagine those dramatic aerial views of the stadium, and inside, just an absolute wall of noise. You've got the rhythmic drums of the Saudi supporters totally clashing with the passionate chants of the Spanish faithful. The air is going to be thick with anticipation. When these guys walk out of that tunnel, it all boils down to this simple reality. 90 minutes, one massive battle. The road to the knockout stage continues. But to really grasp the immense pressure both these squads are under, we gotta look at the math.
All right, let's dive into this. Here's our tactical roadmap for today's explainer. First up, we'll look at the high stakes in Atlanta. Number 2, Spain's possession machine. 3, the Saudi counterattack. 4, that crucial micro-battle, Yamal vs Alaves. And finally 5, the tactical collision.
So let's kick things off with part 1, high stakes in Atlanta, because Group H is completely wide open right now. Take a look at the Group H standings. Both Spain and Saudi Arabia are coming into this clash sitting on exactly 1 point. But man, how they got there tells two totally different stories. Spain played Cape Verde to a 0-0 draw. For a team with Spain's pedigree, dominating the ball but completely failing to convert all those final third entries into actual goals, that is a massive disappointment. They're coming into this game needing to prove a point. Saudi Arabia, on the flip side, earned a really hard-fought 1-1 draw against a formidable Uruguay side. That result actually impressed the entire football world. It gives them immense momentum. So you've got this frustrated giant going head-to-head with a highly motivated, incredibly organized challenger.
Which brings us perfectly to our second section, Spain's possession machine, and their quest to turn the ball into goals. Now, the macro dynamic of this match is staggering. Projections show Spain holding somewhere between 65 and 75% of the possession in this game. 75%. In modern football, hoarding the ball to that degree isn't just about keeping it away from the other guys. It's a literal weapon. It's suffocating. For the Spanish side, the mission is absolutely clear. They're going to have the ball. Now they absolutely must turn that overwhelming possession into goals, which, remember, they completely failed to do in their opener.
So how exactly are they going to use all that possession? Well, first, they rely on an aggressive counterpress. The second they lose the ball, they don't retreat. No way. They swarm to win it back in those dangerous transition moments before the opponent can even take a breath. Second, you've got those famous rapid passing triangles. They use these short, quick exchanges to pull defensive structures totally out of position, just looking for an inch of space. And finally, total midfield control. With their immense technical quality right in the center of the park, Spain dictates the tempo. They decide if the game is fast, slow, wide, central. They are the conductors here. But what happens when the conductor meets a brick wall? Let's look at Section 3, the Saudi counterattack, discipline, organization, and the trap. To really understand Saudi Arabia's approach, we gotta talk about the compact defensive block. Listen, this isn't just parking the bus and hoping for the best. It's a highly coordinated defensive structure. By keeping the lines between their defenders, midfielders, and forwards incredibly tight, they compress the space and basically eliminate passing lanes right through the central channels. It's designed to deeply, deeply frustrate attacking players, forcing them to just pass sideways or whip in low-percentage crosses. Saudi Arabia used this low block to absolute perfection against Uruguay, and it's the exact tool you need to frustrate a possession-heavy team like Spain. Let's break down how this structure actually turns into an attacking threat, because Saudi Arabia isn't just trying to survive out there. They are setting a trap. Here's their 4-step blueprint. Step 1, maintain that compact defensive shape we just talked about. Step 2, frustrate Spain until they force a turnover in a crowded area. Step 3, and this is the transitional trigger, launch rapid counterattacks. Because Spain pushes so many guys forward to keep possession, a sudden turnover leaves massive empty spaces behind their defense. This is where Saudi Arabia looks to exploit that rest defense, using sheer pace to punish them in transition. And step 4, exploit set-piece opportunities. Look, when you don't have much of the ball, corners and free kicks become your absolute best friends. It's a highly disciplined, incredibly dangerous tactical progression. Now that we've got the macro tactics down, let's zoom in on Section 4, Yamal versus Alaves. This is the micro battle that could easily define the entire match.
Whenever you have a massive systemic clash like this, it usually takes some individual brilliance to break the lines. On the Spanish side, Lamine Yamal is the absolute wild card. In a game where Spain might find themselves just endlessly passing side to side against a wall, Yamal is the guy tasked with providing that sudden burst of creativity, that unpredictable attacking spark to unlock the Saudi defense. But standing directly in his way, Mohamed Alouez. The Saudi goalkeeper isn't just a shot stopper, he's the vocal leader providing structure and resilience right from the back. If Yamal finds a crack in that compact block, Alouez is the final, formidable barrier. It's pure attacking flair going head-to-head with ultimate defensive resilience.
Which brings us to our final section, the tactical collision. It's the classic scenario of an irresistible force meeting an immovable object. As analysts, this is the exact kind of matchup you dream about, mostly because the strategies are just perfectly opposed. You've got Spain relying on those rapid passing combinations and a high press to suffocate their opponent. And right against them, Saudi Arabia deploying this compact defensive block specifically designed to absorb pressure, just waiting to unleash rapid counterattacks into the exact spaces Spain's high press leaves behind. It's literally a game of tactical chess. Does Spain's relentless pressure finally break the wall? Or does Saudi Arabia absorb the blow and strike with a lethal counter?
Zooming out to the broader context, the narrative is pretty clear. Spain are entering this match as heavy favorites. I mean, they've got superior squad depth, incredible technical quality across the board, and historical dominance. They've actually won all previous meetings between these two nations. But you absolutely cannot write off the underdog here. Saudi Arabia are dreaming of another historic World Cup upset, and as they proved with that draw against Uruguay, they definitely have the discipline and the tactical identity to compete with the top nations on the biggest stage.
So where did the projections actually land? Well, based on the source analysis and the bounds of probabilities, the predicted outcome is a 2-0 victory for Spain. The general expectation is that Spain's sheer technical quality and overwhelming possession is just going to eventually wear down that Saudi defensive block over the course of the 90 minutes.
But hey, football isn't played on paper or tactical chalkboards, right? It's played on the pitch. So we'll leave you with this final thought to consider as you watch the match unfold. Will Spain finally unleash their attacking power and justify that heavy favorite status? Or will Saudi Arabia's tactical traps spring perfectly and produce another World Cup miracle right there in Atlanta? Keep your eyes on those passing triangles, watch the shape of that defensive block, and just enjoy the tactical masterclass. Thanks so much for joining us for this explainer, and we'll catch you on the next breakdown.